Everyone loves a good mystery. But what happens when a mystery never has a satisfying ending? Although this case has been solved, how it was solved remains a mystery. Hello amazing viewers, it's me Femina here. If this is a content you would be interested in, do subscribe and click the bell right away. In February 1977, Chicago police were left baffled by the brutal murder of a middle-aged healthcare worker. Teresita Basa, born in the Philippines in 1929, had moved to the United States in the 1960s to study music. She later became a respiratory therapist at Edgewater Hospital in Chicago, Illinois. At 10 p.m. on the night of February 21, 1977, the fire department was called to put out a fire in her 15th-floor apartment. In the blaze, they found her nude body under a burning mattress with a butcher knife buried in her chest. Investigators believe that the fire had been set to cover up the murder. Most of the physical evidence had been destroyed by the fire. One piece of evidence was a memo that stated, "Get theatre tickets for AS." The police suspected that AS may have been involved in the crime, but they did not know what the initials stood for. 6 months into the police investigation, there seemed to be no apparent motive for the crime, no leads, and no chance of being solved. And then came a tip, but it was a strange one. Dr. Joshua, who was a co-worker of Basa's, claimed his wife Remy Baez was having visions about Teresita's murder. According to Josh, one night when Remy was sleeping, she began speaking in another voice. "Doctor, I would like to ask for your help. The man who murdered me is still at large," were her first words. When he asked about her identity, she answered, "I am Teresita Basa, but she told me I had nothing to be scared of. She was really pleading for me to help solve her murder." She claimed she had been murdered by a man called Alan Chevery, their co-worker who repaired her TV, but then stabbed her and stole her jewelry. Detective Joe Satchel went to Chevery's apartment where they found his girlfriend having a pearl ring and a jade pendant that had belonged to Basa. Chevery had given her girlfriend the jewelry as a late Christmas present. Confronted with the evidence, Chevery confessed to Teresita's murder. He said he had visited Basa at her home, attacked her, stolen the jewelry, and lit the fire before leaving. The trial received huge publicity with headlines like, "Dead Voice from Grave Finger Murder Suspect." Chevery decided to plead guilty on February 23, 1979, receiving only a 14-year sentence for his cold-blooded crime. He was released on parole in 1983. There are no more psychic or paranormal events in Remy Baez's life, Dr. Joe Stewart told Chicago Tribune newspaper. The case was featured in an episode of Unsolved Mysteries American television show and then in 1996 turned into a telemovie, Voice from the Grave. So, did a voice from beyond the grave really send a man to jail? Or could that be a more mundane explanation? Leave your thoughts as comments. See you in another video. Bye-bye.